Welcome back to Predicting the NFL with Mickey G. As always, we're going to start out with a week 15 recap. I went 10-6, which takes me to 143 and 81 overall. And so that's now 4 straight weeks with at least 10 wins. It's not bad, 10-5 in the Crap Fest, got that wrong. 6-9 in the upset, got that wrong. And 10-5 in the game of the week. Do not do so hot in those. The Browns are still winless. So Jimmy G is now undefeated, 5-0 as a starter. Whether it's for the Patriots or now the 49ers. Marvin Lewis has said he's going to pursue other things after the season. If you don't know who Marvin Lewis is, he's the head coach for the Bengals. It makes sense. You kind of sucked this year. So, I don't know. Been there for like 13 years, something like that. It's a good time. Your boy Nick Foles threw 4 touchdowns for the Eagles, who took over Carson Wentz. So, pretty good for yourself right there. Aaron Rodgers came back after his injury and decided to throw 3 interceptions. They lost the game, and now the Packers have decided to put him back on injury reserve for the remainder of the season because now they're out of the playoffs, so there's no point in hurting their quarterback worse in case it's something so bad that he can't play next year. And they want to definitely make sure they have him for the next year. Kirk Saji, he won. And the last part of the recap is that Jesse caught it. That's it. Short recap, but also, if you're wondering why this video wasn't out on Wednesday or even Thursday, that is because there's no Thursday night games. And so I didn't want to put it out like 4 days before the Saturday game. Well, 3 days before the Saturday game. So that was kind of dumb. So I'm putting this out later. I don't know. Deal with it, I guess. So now on to the Week 16 predictions. Our first game is Indianapolis versus Baltimore. Well, Indy just lost to Denver, and that means you suck. Baltimore beat Cleveland, and that's not really that hard to do. You just have to be a team. The Colts lost 5 straight, which sucks. And Baltimore wants the playoffs, and they definitely have a decent chance to do that now. With the Titans losing again, and the Raiders now out of contention, really. So they probably have a good chance, and the Bills are playing Patriots this week, and I don't really see them doing well in that one. I don't know, they might still win, though. I haven't got to that game yet. So yeah, Ravens win. Miami versus Kansas City, while Miami lost to Buffalo, and Kansas City beat the Chargers, which was a surprise for me. KC's starting to heat up again. That's interesting. So, I think they're going to keep heating up, and they're going to beat the Dolphins, who aren't that great. So, Chargers versus the Jets. Chargers lost to Kansas City, as I just said, and the Jets lost to New Orleans. The Jets are still with... they still don't have Josh McCown, which they won't have for the rest of the season because of his wrist. So I think the Chargers rebound from the Chiefs, beat a Jets team with no real quarterback, and try to keep their playoff hopes alive. Buffalo versus New England. Buffalo beat Miami, and the Pats are dumb. Pats have the refs on their side, so, they probably will win. Pittsburgh versus Houston. Pittsburgh lost to the refs. Houston got wrecked by the Jaguars. That was a great game. I very much enjoyed that. Houston lost 4 straight. But Pitt is much better than Houston by far, so it's going to be close. Go down to a field goal, and the Steelers are going to win. Tony Brown, though, with an injury, but he'll probably be back, though, soon. I think it's only like a week he's out for. That's good. And Jesse caught it. Jacksonville versus San Francisco. Well, the Jags beat Houston. Jimmy G beat Tennessee. Thank you for that. Jags have a 3-game win streak now, and so do the Niners. The Jags D go and get Jimmy G. They had 4 people make the Pro Bowl on their defense. Malik Jackson was a defensive tackle. Calais Campbell, who's defensive end, leads the Jaguars with sacks. Then Jalen Ramsey and AJ Boye, they're baller corners, so that's pretty chill. So I think Jimmy G, he's good, but he hasn't really played a real good team and the Jaguars. So their offense can go on. The Niners' defense isn't really that great. Has been playing better, but it's still not great. So I think Jaguars definitely take this dub. Cleveland versus Chicago. This is my crap fest and my upset. You know what that means, right? I'll clarify it later, but I think you should know what that means if it's an upset. Cleveland lost to Baltimore. Chicago lost to Detroit. Both are really bad. Jordan Howard is the only player on Chicago with any ability to do anything. Every once in a while, Trubisky does something special, and everyone's like, wow, but not really. Cleveland is so close in pretty much every game. And the Bears are really bad, so Cleveland's defense can do decently well. They've only allowed one running back, I'm pretty sure, to have over 100 yards by himself, and that was against Jaguars. So I believe that Cleveland will get its probably only win of the season. Upset of the season, more like. Yeah. Detroit versus Cincinnati. Detroit beat Chicago. Cincinnati lost to Minnesota, and that was a horrible loss, which is probably why Marvin was like, I'm out of here. Bengals have lost 3 straight. That's not good. Bengals trash. So Detroit wins. Yeah. Denver versus Washington. Denver beat Indy. Washington beat Arizona. The Redskins D played so much better than they usually do. They actually protected Kirk on offense, and Kirk could move, and he won the game, and I was so happy, and Arizona played like crap, and that was dope, but yeah, and Indianapolis sucks, so yeah, Denver also sucks, and therefore Kirk's a G and the Redskins win. Los Angeles Rams versus Tennessee. Rams destroyed Seattle. That was so sad and depressing, and I got that wrong. That was my upset. I was like, Rams are at home, bruh. They're going to ball up. No, they sucked. They did horrible. That was the most depressing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Besides, the past 7 years of Jaguars. Tennessee lost to Jimmy G. Rams are good. Titans are low-key trash. So Jared Goff and the boys get it done up there in Los Angeles, and more people go to their games because they're actually kind of good now. So, yeah. Oakland versus Philadelphia. Oakland lost to Dallas. They're really bad. I'm so disappointed in Oakland. Philly beat the Giants. Philly's D was trash. Okay. Eli Manning went off. Now, that's not saying Eli Manning's bad and he shouldn't be able to go off, but Philly's D has been doing really well the past couple weeks. But, Philly's D has been doing really well earlier in the season, but these past couple weeks have been horrible. But Oakland's kind of just really bad, so Philly still wins. Minnesota versus Green Bay. Minnesota wrecked Cincinnati, as I said before. Your boy, what is his name? Teddy Bridgewater. That's who it is. Teddy Bridgewater got his first snap in 16 months or something like that, because Case Keenum and your boys were blowing out. The Bengals were like, hey, let's get him in. Sadly, his first pass was intercepted, but, you got to come back into the game. You're not played in a while, you're not going to do great. I don't know, unless you're God or something. But, Teddy's going to get back in there. He might get traded next season to someone like the Browns. I don't know. Hopefully he goes to a team that can actually win. But, because it'd be stupid to get rid of Case Keenum because of how well he's doing. But, Minnesota's good. Green Bay is not playing Aaron Rodgers, as I said. So the Vikings win. Giants versus Arizona. Giants lost to Arizona. Arizona lost to the Redskins. Giants have lost 4th Street. They are booty. Cardinals are half alright, so I think they get back on track. Blaine Gabbert balls. I don't know. And Cards win. Seattle versus Dallas. Seattle lost to the Rams. That was really sad. Dallas beat Oakland. Cowboys have won 3 straight. Seattle isn't doing well of late, and Dallas is doing well of late. They can actually play without Zeke Elliott now. So I think Dallas continues that winning stuff they're doing, and they win again. Tampa Bay versus Carolina. Tampa Bay lost to Atlanta. Carolina beat Green Bay. Tampa Bay has lost 4 straight because they're really bad. Carolina is really good, so yeah, Carolina wins. Final game is Atlanta versus New Orleans. Well, this is the game of the week for sure. Atlanta beat Tampa Bay. New Orleans beat the Jets. Both are good. Saints need this win to keep the division, and Alvin Kamara is back. The last time these two teams played, Alvin Kamara was hurt early in the first quarter, and so they lost the game because they didn't have their big playmaker, I guess. Their defense didn't play as well. So I think that with Mr. Kamara back, the Saints can keep this and keep their division hopes alive. Now, if Falcons win out, meaning this game and next week, which they actually play against the Panthers, which will probably be next week's game of the week. If they win their next 2 games, and both Carolina and the Saints win their other game that they play, such as Carolina winning this week, which they probably will because there's no way they're going to lose Tampa Bay unless they really suck. And then the Saints, whoever they play next week, they win. Then there could be a 3-way tie for first in that division at 11-5, all 3 making the playoffs probably. That'd be really interesting, but I'm pretty sure that the Saints would still keep it because of their record against against other people or something like that. But that'll definitely be interesting to see if that happens. It might be pretty cool, actually. But I still think the Saints are going to get it done with Alvin Kamara back, balling up for them. So that's all for this week. Come back next week, and adios.